Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Relatives, colleagues of missing Clarendon teacher take to the streets. Concerned relatives, friends and colleagues of missing Clarendon teacher Natalie Darkins today mounted a demonstration calling for her safe return. They say that they have been left distraught since her disappearance days ago and are praying for the public's help. Further, they said they will not relent in their effort to locate Darkins. Darkins, who teaches at the Four Paths Primary and Junior High School in the parish, has been missing since Tuesday. Reports from the Four Paths police are that Darkins was last seen at home about 11:30 a.m. when her neighbor contacted her about her car alarm that kept going off. The police further reported that the following morning her relatives tried to contact her, but the calls went unanswered. The family was informed by the Spanish Town police that Darkins' handbag was found along the Spanish Town leg of Highway 2000. A reward of $1 million is being offered for information leading to the safe return of Clarendon teacher Natalie Darkins. Cops seeks help to reunite elderly woman found on Red Hills Road. The Halfway Tree police are seeking the public's assistance to reunite an elderly woman with her family after she was found on Red Hills Road in St. Andrew on Friday, April 2nd. The senior citizen gave her name as Yvonne Dixon. She's of dark complexion and was dressed in a green floral blouse and a black skirt. Police said the woman was found lying along the roadway at about 7:50 p.m. When questioned by the police, Dixon was only able to state that she is from Vineyard Town address. Anyone who may be able to reunite Yvonne Dixon with her family is being asked to contact the Halfway Tree police at 876-926-8184, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Visiting hours for hospitals adjusted due to lockdown. The Southeast Regional Health Authority has adjusted visiting hours at hospitals in the region in keeping with the curfew hours issued under the Disaster Risk Management Act. Southeast Regional Health Authority is responsible for the delivery of health care services to residents of St. Catherine, St. Thomas, Kingston, and St. Andrew. A release from the Southeast Regional Health Authority stated that the changes become effective on Saturday, April 3rd and April 10th. Health officials stated that regular visiting hours will resume during the movement period. The changes are as follows. Princess Margaret Hospital, St. Thomas, and Bustamante Hospital for Children in Kingston, visiting hours are now 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Kingston Public and Victoria Jubilee Hospitals, National Trust Hospital, Sir John Golding Rehabilitation Center, Hope Institute, Linstead Hospital, visiting hours 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. At Spanish Town Hospital, visiting hours will be 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Southeast Regional Health Authority officials in the release apologized for any inconvenience caused and said they crave the public's understanding. Meanwhile, members of the public are reminded to keenly observe the infection prevention and control measures to guard against the spread of COVID-19, the release stated. These measures include wearing a mask at all times in public, maintaining a 6 feet physical distance from others, and frequently washing hands with soap and water or using sanitizer, the release further stated. Prime Minister Andrew Holness on March 21 announced changes to the curfew hours as part of measures to reduce the spread of the coronavirus. The Prime Minister also announced new measures for the Easter holiday period. Holness stated that on Monday, March 29 to Wednesday, March 31, the curfew commenced at 8 p.m. nightly to 5 a.m. the following morning and ended 5 a.m. on Thursday, April 1. On Holy Thursday, April 1, workplaces were required to close at noon except for essential services, medical establishments, supermarkets, wholesales, stores, pharmacies, restaurants, and other establishments, which remained opened, Holness stated, adding that the curfew then started at 8 p.m. The curfew continued throughout the entire day on Good Friday and will end on Saturday, April 3rd at 5 a.m. On Saturday, April 3rd, the curfew will begin at noon and continue through the rest of Saturday, the entire Easter Sunday, and the entire Easter Monday, and it will end on 5 a.m. on Tuesday, April 6th, Holness said. On Tuesday, April 6, the curfew will commence at 8 p.m. nightly to 5 a.m. the following morning, ending at 5 a.m. on Saturday, April 10. Also on Saturday, April 10, the curfew will begin at 12 noon and continue through the entire day on Sunday and end at 5 a.m. on Monday, April 12. On Friday, April 9, workplaces will be required to close at 12 noon to facilitate people to conduct their shopping to prepare for the tighter weekend curfew. Commissioner commends Jamaicans for complying with lockdown. Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson is commending Jamaicans for obeying the island-wide lockdown imposed by the government. It is clear that most people are being compliant with the orders, Anderson stated while touring sections of the St. Catherine North Division on Good Friday. He was accompanied by other senior commanders to help shore up support for the various police teams managing the lockdown. The chief lawman explained that there have been a strong police presence at the areas that he had visited. We are making sure that people comply, and again, we have to thank the public for actually making our officers work easier by complying with the orders, Anderson said, adding that it's really for all of our safety, so it's important that we do that. The government had imposed 3-week lockdowns to curtail the surge in COVID-19 cases. In relation to the remaining days of lockdown, Anderson urges citizens to comply with the no-movement orders. Meanwhile, the former Army chief pointed out that it was very important for him to show his support to those police officers working during the lockdowns. I think it is important as their leader and commander that I am here as well. They know that their welfare is high on my agenda always, he explained. Anderson, in the meantime, hailed the e-commerce national delivery solution ends. It seems to be working pretty well. It allows our officers to interrogate their barricade and know who they are speaking to and to know if they are official to be delivering or not, he revealed. The e-commerce project serves to encourage and facilitate payment and delivery for several services offered by restaurants, supermarkets, pharmacies, and convenience stores, among others, during the curfew hours. The delivery solution began last weekend in Portmore, St. Catherine, and will continue until April 9. Measures in place to ensure safety of PEP students. Minister of Education, Youth and Information, Favour Williams, says that measures are being put in place to ensure the safety of students who will sit the ability test component of the primary exit profile PEP on May 26. I know that collectively there is concern about the possible exposure of our students to COVID-19 and the potential spread. However, we are working in tandem with the Ministry of Health and Wellness to assess the suitability of schools as centers for the sitting of the exams, she said. We are putting in place all the resources for sanitizing and proper monitoring to minimize close contact, Minister Williams added, while addressing a parents' conference on March 31st. She informed that the number of invigilators and presiding officers at the exam centers have been increased to ensure smooth administration of the assessment. Students will, of course, be adequately placed in groups of no more than 10, she noted. I know the country has started with its vaccination, and together with other protocols, the wearing of masks, washing or sanitizing of hands, and keeping our distance, those will ensure that we are kept safe through this pandemic, the minister stated. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.